All right, so I'm going to have Frederick.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to have him go this way.
Okay.
Roger.
And I'm going to take. I just got Cordelia.
Right
she's,
here.
she's a Pegasus rider.
Yeah, she's got the little wings right there.
Ready.
In her hair. It looks cool.
And then, you know, just
What
some
is it?
nice Fire Emblem-like stuff. I'm going to
I hear you.
send here. And
Put
then,
me
like,
in.
I should
Leave
just
it
hit
to
a
me.
button here, and the battle should commence.
Right. That's how it works, right? You take your turn.
Yeah. So this is my turn.
Okay.
Let's hit start battle.
How's
Right.
this? Let's
And
go.
then like some pieces move around the board, and then they take
Wait,
their turn.
yeah. Normally it doesn't take this long to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a
Actions.
grid. It's just a grid with units. You
Yeah.
don't think it would take that long?
Oh, just kidding.
No, what? I've been hoodwinked.
Look at this. Look at all these dudes.
How could you trick me so? I love that they like. They all do the exact same animation in sync every time you hit them.
Yes.
It's like they've abandoned any pretense whatsoever of this being anything other than this weird arbitrary farce.
Let's keep an
Yeah.
eye out.
This is not real combat. These guys are not here to fight you.
No.
They're just here to stand there and take the hits.
Die. This is Fire Emblem Warriors for the Switch. It is the latest in a long line of Warriors games.
Yes.
The Warriors genre of
Yes.
games.
Such as Dynasty and Samurai and Hyrule.
Hyrule, yeah. So Hyrule Warriors was kind of the first one
Seems we'll need
to
to break through the gates to reach
really
certain
like start to
areas.
incorporate elements of what you might expect in
Let's go.
another IP and feed them into the Warriors frame. This game does the same thing, but a lot more. So you saw there at the beginning here. So I have kind of a main, you know, goal of,
Kill everything.
you know, all right.
Take over this map.
Victory conditions: defeat the mages and Valdar. So you can see there the mages and Valdar. You can issue orders, right? So I have Frederick attacking this front, and then I have Cordelia and Melissa kind of swooping around. I'm going to have them like go off through that way.
Excellent.
But at its core, it is definitely a Warriors game.
Right. What should I do next?
So a lot of hitting a button.
A lot of hitting a button, light combos, medium
Yes,
combos,
sir.
heavy combos, etc.
Taking down 30, 40, 50 guys at a time.
Yep. I think my most in one special was 77 dudes,
Nice.
which felt really fucking good. So yeah, you.
I'm here to help.
Oh, what's this? Flight reserve. Okay. All right. So yeah, I got my first flying ally, and so I guess they can take like shortcuts
Here.
around.
It's time to
Yeah, look at that arrow on the map.
Fate is not to be
Oh
trifled
yeah.
That was a big shortcut.
So with these games, kind of the only enemies that ever matter are dudes with health bars.
Stop
Right.
the Gristone army! Don't let them reach Crom and
And the basic combat is you alternate between light and heavy
Let
attacks.
the enemy approach.
So this guy I'm playing right now is kind of the protagonist of the story. Different button combinations will kind of take care of different all-purpose moves. So like if you mash X on one, which is light, you're just gonna get a series of light attacks, which is good for like one-on-one combat stuff. If I go X, X, Y, I kind of do this like big sweeping, or X, 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 Y. Do like more AoE kind of stuff. Wave clear.
Are those all specific to each character?
Yes. So right
combos.
here, let's just go ahead and I'm gonna have
Put me in!
my guy continue the fight
Leave
over
it to
here,
me! You there!
and
Please
I'm gonna
help!
switch over down to Lissa. So at any time, you can just swap. Different characters have different
Someone
weapons.
is being attacked. We have to help out.
Lissa
Mission
has
started.
she's a healer. So you'll get these submissions. God, there's a lot going on in this game,
Yes.
so I'm going to get through quite a bit. But you see that green flashing thing now on the mini map is a new submission. So I'm actually going to send my main man over here,
Put me in.
Rowan, to go take that out.
Is that timed? Is that something you kind of need to jump on as soon
Leave
as
it
you
to
see
me!
Yeah, it's not that harsh, but it definitely eventually will go away. Oh, this is a flight path, I guess. Okay, well, that's going to be a lot of running, so
What
I'm
is
just
it?
going to send her to
I hear
automatically
you.
go,
I'll go.
and then
I'm on point.
whoa, over here. The mounted units are really fun to play at because they just, like, if your normal guys were good at plowing through a lot of soldiers, this is very much a rewarding so these gates here that are red, if you kill kind of the commanding officer around, they'll turn blue, and your backup will start to kind of flow in, so you'll eventually recapture zone. So I don't need to worry about any of these other guys. Kind of my troops will come in through there and clear out the riffraff.
Mission complete.
Did it.
Or
saved.
he did it.
He did it.
Somebody did it. It got done.
I've received a report.
And it's not all just these buttons. There's some different combat techniques. You see the A button is flashing under my health bar up there. That means I have my special move.
Thank you for the warning.
These are also all independent and pretty good. That was maybe less impressive, but I like the sword or the axe guys a lot. I also have a meter there on the left of my character portrait, which is awakening mode. And when you activate that, the weapon triangle becomes irrelevant, and anyone will just damage anyone for full. Those who don't know about the weapon triangle, it is a Fire Emblem trope,
Yeah.
where kind of universally sword will beat axe.
Yeah, it's rock, paper, scissors.
Axe
right?
will beat lance,
Yeah.
and lance will beat sword.
Okay.
And that translates in this game as like, you'll just do less damage
Okay.
if you don't have the right weapon type. So you see here, it's a little easier if I hover over one player.
So how is that represented? Each character has a weapon type?
Yes.
Including like the...
So you'll see here, he has a bronze axe.
Right. But that also applies to all the named enemies, I assume?
Yep, so if I hover over, well, mages are unique, they don't have a thing, but this guy's got a bow,
That dude was axe.
this dude's axe, etc. And then but you can also see it if you select your unit here, all those red bubbles, the 2 lines up means they are very effective against you, and 2 lines down means you are very effective against them. So you can kind of just glance at this and be like, okay, well, I want him.
Oh yeah, that's like
here.
a very quick visual reference. That's cool.
Yeah, and I'll have him
So you'll have
over
to,
here.
Leave it
dig
to
through
me.
menus or hover over stuff to issue orders.
Exactly.
That's cool.
And then
Smart.
you can also, if you have 2 units next to each other, team up.
I like their sprites. Like while we're here,
Yeah.
I like the. Oh, you just dismissed a couple. Yeah, those. Like just the little.
Yeah, these straight up Fire Emblem.
Yeah, the little 8 or 16-bit looking. Are these all classic Fire Emblem characters?
Yes,
Okay.
except for Rowan. He's
Okay.
kind of the new antagonist.
He's the Sora of this.
Yeah, there's actually 2 Rowans. There's a male and a female, and they're both in all the cutscenes, but you choose which one you want to be at the beginning.
And then it's just kind of like greatest hits of the series showing up.
Yeah, so it's kind of it's got a very light and loose plot of like, hey, why is Marth here? And then Martha's like, well, there's some shit going on.
Marth goes where the action is.
And then, well, actually, I fought Marth.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And then we're like, what? Everyone was like, what? We're gonna fight Marth? And then Crom is like, all right, let's fucking go right now. And they just start fighting.
Like Crom.
Because he's no nonsense.
Yes.
There's also like a million more systems that you do between battles, which we'll get into, but outside of all that, you know, even with the weapon intricacies and kind of giving orders and watching the mini map and stuff like that, this is the end.
Yeah. Just wail on a bunch of guys.
That white bar that is slowly depleting is like a stun meter. As long as I'm hitting him while that's up, I will keep him stunned, and if I deplete it all the way before he touches the ground, basically, I do like a finisher move. I have not tried this on hard. I'm playing on normal right now, but
This barrier's in the way.
it's very
We've got to do something fast.
Okay.
this is mission 6,
Yeah.
you know, so I've yet to really get into it, but
There.
it's
Now
Any idea,
let's
like,
do it again.
roughly how many missions there are?
I've heard it's not, so the central story I've heard is not too long, but
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff around it. Which
Okay.
we'll take a look at. Yeah. Sit down and flying. So are these guys, but they
Yeah.
don't want it.
They're doing it.
So because I'm teamed up, wait, did I don't think I actually teamed up. Oh no, she,
What is it?
I want wanted you to team up with me.
That's not possible.
There's like 2 different buttons for menus. There's like 2 different menus you can pull up at any time, which when you're like in the middle of a sort of chaotic battle. Also, straight out of Fire Emblem, as long as you're playing on classic mode, which is what they call it, there's permadeath.
Okay. Is classic separate from difficulty mode? Like, can you play classic normal?
Yeah, when you start the game, it asks you, do you want to play like it's like classic or casual?
Okay.
Like the 2 settings.
From their misery.
I mean, that said, have you lost anybody yet?
I lost one once because I really wasn't paying attention to their health bars, and I was sending somebody who was super weak against magic to go fight a mage. And it was weird because I couldn't have him, I could manually retreat with him, but I couldn't order him to retreat. So he was just kind of stuck in there. So I just restarted that mission, and I haven't had anyone come close since.
Wait, did that bring him back when you restarted?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's only if you finish a mission?
Finish it.
Somebody dead? Okay.
So we've got one more mage there, that green pulsating circle to the upper left of where I am. And then Valadar is up to no good as he does. While I tend to grow tired of the match-three nature of the combat, I do not grow tired of seeing all of these
so
dudes just like...
It's mesmerizing. Like, I'm like halfway in a trance here just watching these guys do this like dance of death.
Yeah.
Like the way that it's synchronized in particular, I just can't stop like, just kind of staring at it.
Yeah.
Unfocusing my eyes.
They've had many years to kind of figure out what's the most visually appealing way to make a bunch of dudes
like
die.
it makes me wonder if they have like hypnotists on staff or something. If they're like optimizing the way these guys move to just lull me into this reverie or something. I would believe it.
See the meter there in the bottom corner.
That's just it's in this mission.
Yeah. And then, speaking of that counter, so I'm teamed up now. You can see I have Lissa's portrait down there. I have access to a team attack and a team guard. So I can kind of be like, all right, I want you to come in and just mess them up. And that's on a short cooldown. Same with the guard.
Enemy looks suspicious. Don't let it escape.
There's also, so while the kill count is important, other than like feeding your ego, there is a shopkeeper named Anna, and she shows up if you meet conditions randomly somewhere on the map, and you have to run up to her and get her item. And what she's selling are pages of a memory book, which unlocks side missions, basically, if you get them. So they're kind of like side quests. There's a side quest for each level where if you do it, you gain access to like the impression that I get is they're basically like famous battles from the Fire Emblem franchise.
You mean like the Yellow Turban Rebellion? Everybody knows that one.
Yeah, it's where Marth finally destroyed Lubu once and for all. Alright, let's switch out here and go take out Valadar.
There's arch nemesis.
If we can lower the drawbridge,
and you just play those battles
from here.
in like this one.
I've received a report.
Are the win conditions pretty much always like kill bad guy and his henchmen?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I haven't played one of these games, but like I feel like that was 99% of.
Like it's
what I remember. The victory conditions were always basically just hey, kill this guy.
It's like capture 6 forts. Well, how do I capture the forts?
Yeah.
Oh, you kill the guy
kill the guy who's there.
Right. So you don't have to kill all the named enemies, but every time you do, you get more troops around, and the more troops you have near you, the stronger you get. So there is a kind of a reward system for doing that. But in this instance, I do need to kill him to open this door. I've got pretty good combos figured out with this guy. Like if you go light, heavy, so you're light, heavy, it's kind of a launcher, and then you can just start a new combo in there.
Do you get new weapons per character? I mean, it sounds like they're locked to their weapon type, but like... You at least get new swords for a sword guy.
Yeah,
So
and I'll show all that off. That's all in the 2 battles. You get hella swords in this game.
All right,
This
good.
game is all about feeding swords into other swords.
Yes, feed swords to your swords to make better swords. That's the way of life.
Okay, I think that's...
Mission complete.
Yeah.
Made it. You got 1,000 also. I don't know if
Yeah,
you
so...
get that bonus page or whatever. But
The barrier's disappeared.
Is that a treasure
Now
chest?
we just need to get Valadar.
Oh, it is.
back wall.
I wonder if I can open this.
The mission
Before,
starting.
I've only been able to open chests when a thief appears to try
You
and...
think you've been acting as you please?
Oh, there's a
You played right into my hands.
This guy sounds evil.
Enemy
Yeah,
reinforcements.
Nothing to
Valdar,
say.
he's been in some Fire Emblems. He's a pretty good
That
bad
didn't
guy.
go too well.
I am
Robin
a sniveling
attacked.
bad guy.
Robin? What's wrong with
Robin's possessed.
Could he be possessed?
The mission starting.
Knocks him sends back into Robin. Alright, well I'm gonna send Frederick on this.
We've got a new objective.
Wait, no, he's not where I thought he was. Okay. Well,
Yes, sir.
Frederick.
Roger.
Do they kind of roam on their
Oh,
own a
here
lot?
she is.
If you're not giving too many orders, will they just
Yeah,
sort
they all just kind of naturally progress forward.
of roll around handling business?
Like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just kill some. They won't go after like main objectives, but they'll clear out forts, which are
I
like
thought
the
you were
main-
acting strangely, and this proves it.
guys.
I must protect him.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've been keeping track of the Fire Emblem lore.
Avidly.
So you know about the time travel, and Marth is Crom's.
Fight like that?
Crom is Marth's dad.
Yeah, it's my favorite subplot.
Dude, I don't know. It went off the rails in a way that I thought I remembered because I played like some of those. I played a couple of the games.
Where's that being played out? Just in Fire Emblem games, or are there
Yeah.
other venues for story to be told?
It's just in the games.
Reinforcements?
I thought all the games were discrete. Is that like each one is its own thing? Or no?
The
Talisian army.
I see
They-
enemy
Is there
introduced
is
kinda-
continuity?
the first DS one, not Awakening, maybe Awakening. The first DS one that really was a departure kind of created a new universe, and the other games are in the same universe as that. Well, they all are like, I don't know, dude.
That's cool. I understand. Enough.
All right, Robin's here. Hey, Robin. I remember you from.
Do we really need to fight?
He's a lord.
Do I look any taller?
It's the best class.
I haven't gotten into any class stuff yet, but I assume in other Fire Emblem games you would be like, okay, now you're a fighter. Do you want to become like a barbarian or a paladin? There's like kind of different class choices. I'm gonna go ahead and enter Awakening mode.
For real?
Smack this guy around until he sees the light.
Yeah, gonna get rid of these cronies first. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at them all.
Oh, I don't know. This does look kind of satisfying.
This has been my Bart thing. This has been like, I can play one of these levels in the time it takes me to get from location A to B.
And that's the Switch working as intended.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mission complete.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, look at that sword.
So this is like your Awakening Super. I think it happens automatically at the end of your Awakening.
Are you okay? Where am I?
You cannot
The last
undo
thing I
what is
remember
already
is
done.
entering the forest.
Just got 2 cutscenes going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like a bad
Surrender
dialogue.
to your doom.
Alright,
Thank the
Valadar.
gods.
Oh,
out of it.
no, I don't want Frederick here. Frederick is the guy who died before because he's weak to mages.
don't
So
wanna cause
here's my
trouble.
problem, right? I want you two
Right here.
fight Valadar.
Ready.
And then, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to switch to
Just leave it to
him
me.
and run him there. In the meantime, I don't want you to fight Valadar. I want you to go fight this guy.
Roger.
Maybe that'll work. Maybe I just had him idling and he like ran over to
Ooh,
fight
it's dangerous
that
up
first
ahead.
time. So now I can, yeah, this looks like
I'm
it's
here
working.
to help.
Poison fog.
Alright,
That didn't go too
so
well.
you gotta kill a mage to stop that AoE.
Let's see that fog.
Embrace a poisonous demise. How could this happen?
Sounds like he was.
We knew it was a trap, and yet we were still ensnared.
The fort is ours.
This game has a lot of running sometimes.
There's no fast travel.
No.
You control most of the map.
Yeah, and this only really comes into play like at the end here when there's only one mission objective to take down, and all your units are spread out. Because like when there's multiple, you can just swap between the dudes.
We
And be
must
like,
defeat
okay, well
Valador
now
and
I'm
stop
over
the
here being
ceremony.
busy. Hey,
We've
Darius.
got to hurry.
I'm running as fast as I can. Oh, see, she beat me here because of that sword part. You know, the thing is, there totally could be fast travel, but I showed you this before we started. Where is it? Guides. This game has a lot going on.
Yeah.
And each of these is like, you know. Oh, this one's only one. You know, yeah, it's like, there's a lot of info in this game, and they kind of dump it on you in the first 3 missions. But as you saw from this one, I'm still learning new stuff. Yeah. So I'm in the fog. I don't see them help. Oh yeah, I do.
Right. What should I do next?
All right. The sword I have is effective against armored opponents, but again, you can just kind of mash through everything.
My moment has come.
We can't let our allies fall to this poison fog. Let's take out that mage now.
I'm on point.
Here,
We've got to hurry.
my awakening.
Oh no! I think our target's in danger.
Well, not the S-Alter Fort.
Yeah, I know.
I will strike
do
you
that.
down here and now. You can't escape me.
That's a pretty good awakening.
Aren't you persistent?
Got him.
I hardly knew I had such strength. Mission complete.
Now I must retreat. I cannot accept this as fated.
Robin is back to normal, and we beat the
Oh, that
enemy general.
Valador.
Looks like a victory.
Classic Valor.
I'm gonna get him next time.
We should seal this altar.
I would
so
have
it
gotten
can
away
never
with
be
it
used
if
for
it
the
weren't for you
ceremony
meddling
again.
kids.
Hey, you did it.
Thanks to you all, we stopped the ceremony in time. And if that's the
It's a
case,
future
I
mask.
won't be
a metal
needing this
butterfly?
mask anymore.
Who is
It's
it?
Robin, Lucina.
In truth, my name is Lucina.
Yeah,
I hail from the
Martha
same
and
world as
Lucina
Kron.
are like the.
Well, I guess our worlds aren't exactly the same.
Yes.
Where we are from, the situation is rather dire. It's a grim future yet to unfold.
You're from the future? Wait, but you said we. Who else came with you?
The hero's origin unveiled at last.
I like this guy.
The blood of
He fucks up every time. He like does a big grand entrance and then like falls on his ass.
A gentle soul set adrift.
I can
on
relate to that.
point.
That's human.
Okay. Long story short, Lissa's gonna be my mom.
Wait! What?
Huh.
That's
Yeah,
right, Mother.
dude, I told
I'm
you.
your loving son from a far-flung future. But how to prove the truth of my words? Of course, I'll share a secret that only your child would know.
No, stop right there, Owen. No secrets, because I believe you.
But Mother, you need to know in your
Whoa,
soul
that's
that I'm
enough.
your flesh and blood.
Creepy.
It's getting a little anime over here.
Yeah.
Lucina.
Which one's Marth?
None of them. Her?
Marth's not here?
No.
What's up with her eye?
You bear the brand.
She bears the brand.
That's kind of creepy.
Could it be?
Hello, Father.
Yeah.
Better, Lucina?
Yes,
And then
Father.
you get like some of this.
Father.
Maybe my favorite little thing in this
Call you
game is if you
something
hit this.
Yes?
Oh, wait, it didn't do it. Every time I've hit start to skip, they go, "Are you sure you want to skip?"
And you always
And I
say yes.
Yup.
Wow, really? Born past story, huh?
No, I skip through. I watch the animated stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, cool. We're gonna get a spellcaster. It's like, okay, so you get tons of items. Master Seal, special item. Okay. All right. So these are all weapons that I'm getting, and they can be fed into other weapons. They can be used to create seals. I'll show that
I want to
off.
get to know you much better.
And it also does this thing, which is very Fire Emblem, where
suppose we've
characters
developed a
will,
bond
if they
of
fight near
sorts.
each other long enough, they will develop a relationship. And if you level them up, you get items, and you
I'm
get a little bit
counting
of
on
story.
you.
Leave it to me.
Great.
Come back safe.
Something new has been added.
Great.
There's a lot in this game, is
Woo!
what I'm getting from this.
Woo!
Yay?
Okay, let's look at the camp.
Oh, hey, come on in.
So I haven't seen what the temple does.
Go ahead and choose.
Boosts the rate of weapon drop for... Okay, so it looks like it costs materials and you'll get like a temporary boost. That's cool. So the Crest Market is kind of the first way to upgrade your units outside of weapons. So you have 3 types of crests.
Go ahead and choose.
And there's kind of like a skill tree aspect to these. And you can see there on the right what materials they need. So I got a bunch of captain swords and breach cloths. So now I can get combo crest 2, which
This
will
okay?
give me a 5th strong attack.
That actually went well.
And these are unique per character. You can kind of the attack ones are all the same.
Go
The
ahead and
boost ones
choose.
are unique. There's, you know,
Go ahead
kind
and
of all
choose.
types of stuff like, oh, this will let you carry more elixirs, which I never use anyway because I never take any damage in this game.
Well, la-di-da. Look at Mr. Big Fire Emblem player over here.
Maybe I should play on hard.
Never even gets hit. What is the name of this game?
Warriors.
Warriors, yes, that's right. Oh yeah, of course. What else would it be?
Choose your weapon.
And then so this is kind of the main weapon system.
It's a lot of
let's
bronze
say.
swords.
So I've got this Falcon, right? It's an E-class weapon, but it's got a bunch of slots. You can see here how many slots it has compared to like this sword has 2 slots. So what I can do is the Falcon has strong 3, which is attack damage, divining, increased drop rates, and increased recovery. So I can be like, well, I also want it. Okay. Maybe let's just.
Guess you can't do that.
I can't select this. So I guess I have to start backwards. So I'm like, okay, I want to pimp out this sword some more. I want it to have this mystery thing, which is unlocked.
Guess you can't do that.
What?
Dude, there's no unlocked attribute in
Guess
this
I
slot.
can't do that.
Guess you
I think
can't
the
do
game is
that.
pretty clear.
Guess you can't do that. Guess you can't do that. Guess you can't do that.
Oh, okay. It's because it's equipped. I see.
That guy sounds a little too self-satisfied about that.
Yeah.
Guess you can't do that.
Yeah, I guess I can. Okay, well, I'm trying to show one of these on. Wait, I can block? Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah? Is it too much?
It's a little too much. Because at the end of the day, unless the game gets dramatically harder,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be able to mash X and Y.
Yeah.
This is kind of neat.
Well,
so,
maybe you're only still able to do that because you're upgrading.
Yeah,
If you weren't keeping up with that stuff, it would get harder.
and you have to unlock the one of the crests you can do is unlocking the ability to equip higher level weaponry and stuff like that. So I haven't even seen some drops that are past D class.
See you later.
What was I gonna do? Oh, training camp. That's the last thing here is if you go into training grounds, you can just manually level up anyone to the max level that you have one character at. So he's level 12, so I can just be like,
grind out levels on everybody else. Oh, you don't even have to go. I thought you would have to go like fight a bunch of dudes to do that.
Nope, you pay like.
Stronger.
Oh, you are spending something.
Yeah, so this is 15,000
I see. Yeah, that's
gold.
a decent chunk of gold for.
Yeah, but
that's nice.
Crom's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, look at him. He's got that tattoo.
This power I feel is unbelievable.
He's got big bulky armor
it's
on.
the tattoo that was in her eye.
He's got a bunch of armor on one shoulder and then the bear shoulder on the other side.
Is this all right? Understood.
I always thought Robin's voice does not match his character.
I've made great strides.
Yeah.
I expect him to be a little more boyish.
Please do come again.
Well, let's look at this. Let's look at, you know what? I mean, look at one more mission here. Let's bump it up to hard. I want to see what Robin looks like. I want to see what magic looks like in this game.
You got 5 minutes to go kick it to go smack dudes around.
All right. Hopefully it'll let me.
I can't believe Cordelia didn't come with us. I wanted to ride on her Pegasus.
Oh,
It's nice that it does this all autoplay.
Pegasuses tend to dislike
just
men,
kind of
so it's
goes
extremely
through when they're
rare
done
for a
with
man
their
to ride
dialogue.
one.
What?
Defeat the Sky Knights. Alright, so how do I swap out? Here we go. I want Robin.
What can I do?
Oh, you can also just straight up be like, hey, optimize my equipment, please.
Let me skip all those menus.
Is there no way to trade out?
Ready for orders.
Oh, here we go. Swap. Nope. Set character. Wait, where's my? Wait, I just want to do magic. Man.
Put me in.
Hold on.
What?
That's not possible.
It's not possible. It's not possible.
Are you ending this battle?
Yes.
Oh.
I wanted to show off. Where's the DLC?
How's this?
There's a lot of DLC for this game.
Oh?
A lot of costume stuff right now.
Yeah, I saw some change costume options in there.
And there's this history mode, which is what I was talking about, of like.
Side quest stuff.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Remember this battle?
Sure, yeah. It's the pivotal moment in the grand saga of that one character and their epic struggle against the evil
purple
This
guys.
is it.
So-and-so.
That's that. Yeah, and then so you.
This adventure is
edit your
best
characters
when
and
viewed
stuff
in a
from
bright
this
room
main
and
menu,
at
though I
an
don't know why
appropriate
you ever
distance
would.
from the screen.
But that's basically this game.
Yeah.
There's 2-player. You can do some local co-op.
Okay.
But yeah. Oh no. Looks like a branching path here.
Is there ever any benefit to playing on hard? Like, do you get more gold out of it, or just
Maybe I don't know. I haven't yet. So I think I'm gonna keep playing this.
Yeah.
It's a very relaxing game. I mentioned on the Bombcast, like with so many rigorous, really system-rich games out there. Not to say that this one isn't, but it's nice having something I can fall back on and just kind of hit a button and watch these guys juggle.
Well, it's very contained and like explicit goal, right? It's like, here's a map, conquer it.
Yeah.
Kill everybody on it.
Yeah.
Kill thousands of guys.
And
it'll be done.
yeah, so it's on Switch. I'd say check it out if you're at all interested in this type of game. It seems like a good one of those.
Is it? It's full price.
I believe so.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Thanks, Brad.
Yep.